Only on Eyewitness News tonight, opting out. Rhode Island's new standardized test, the PARCC exam, has caused a lot of controversy, and one source of debate, the fact that students don't have to take the test.
Now, the first round of PARCC exams wrapped up last month, and we've learned opting out could have a big impact on school districts and students.
We went looking for opt-out numbers, but to our surprise, the state doesn't require districts to report them. So we went and got them ourselves. When it comes to the PARCC exam, a lack of clarity around a Rhode Island Department of Education policy is causing a major headache for some school districts.
The fact that there is no law that says that parents can refuse their child's participation, but there's also no law that says that they can opt out. I mean, that contradiction is hard.
Narragansett Superintendent Kathy Sapala is the president of the Rhode Island Superintendents Association. She says the lack of clarity in the policy has not only led to anxious parents pulling their children out of PARCC testing, in some districts it's rendering the testing almost useless.
When we lose students who are not taking that test, we're not getting the full picture of where our students are falling, where our schools falling. You need the full picture.
We wanted to know just how many students aren't taking the PARCC test, so we contacted every district in the state. 27 out of 36 replied. Out of the data we collected, these districts had the lowest number of students who opted out. Middletown had less than 1% of students skip the first round of the exam. Coventry not far behind with 1%, followed by Barrington at 1.3%. In contrast, these districts have the highest percentage of students who did not take the test. Burrillville's at the top with 37% of students opting out, followed by Scituate at 30% and Westerly at 17%. You'll find the opt-out numbers for every single district at the bottom of your screen. And it's important to note these numbers reflect every student who didn't take the test, including those who were sick or currently not in school. Sapala tells me some superintendents are nervous about the negative effects of students skipping the test, namely their school's classification. Each school is classified based on its test scores, the highest being commended, followed by leading, typical, warning, focus, and priority. Classifications, Sapala says, are crucial to many families when choosing a school district for their children.
We work hard in our schools. Taxpayers pay a great deal of money to support the schools. And then to see a classification based on several days worth of testing that then says to somebody, well, this is only a school in good standing. Why don't you go to that school that's leading?
This can affect where people move, where they send their kids.
Public opinion about our schools is a strong determinant of where many people go, people who have the ability to be mobile.
Sapala strongly believes in the PARCC exam and argues testing is part of students' future, whether it be for certain jobs or certification. And she has a message for parents.
Let us have that opportunity to give your child this new test. Kids are finding it to be a fascinating and interesting test to take. Let us do that. Let us work with you over the things that you're concerned about. And that will really help to improve instruction in our schools. It'll really help to improve outcomes.
We've been tracking the debate over PARCC for months, and critics we've spoken to argue the test is ambiguous and confusing, concerns that are reflected in those opt-out rates. The second round of PARCC testing began this week across the state. Results are expected in the fall. And right now on our website, you can learn more about opting out using our statewide interactive. Find out how many students took the exam and just how many opted out in your district. It's all on WPRI.com.